Hey guys, so this is our brand eCoffee. I'm Vinci and I'll be starting off with our market analysis and then followed up with brand positioning by Nishi, brand elements by Nicole Norelli, and secondary brand association by Mian, as well as the integrated branding communications. So we have identified a few competitors in our market. First off is Nespresso. Nespresso has developed an effective brand strategy for its success. It is based on its practical design, high quality coffee, excellent service, and strong communication. It has a very good advertising strategy and associates itself with chefs as well established restaurants. Nespresso manufactures its own capsules, which are added to their overall sales. Their point of difference is through the distribution of products only through online and mobile devices or in a one-of-a-kind boutique. Customers buying Nespresso machines automatically become members of the brand club, thus cultivating a sense of belonging to a privileged community that reinforces the brand's positioning. Nespresso shares parity in terms of its quality, service, and design, as well as its R&D. Next up, we have Nescafe. Nescafe is known for its convenience, ease of preparation, and affordability, which are some fundamental attributes for instant coffee. Nescafe focuses on engaging the user experience by bringing people together and a sense of well-being. Nescafe shares parity in its affordability, availability from all supermarkets, as well as quality ingredients. For its launch of Dolce Gusto, they were able to position themselves as a fan-centric brand while building connections and engagement on social media. Lastly, we have Lavazza. Lavazza is a well-known brand that is known for its great taste and quality, while being a symbol of Italian espresso and Italian identity. Lavazza uses a value-based approach. It is not just a product, but an experience. The point of difference is essentially Italian experience it embodies and the taste of La Dolce Vita. It is the sensorial experience of smelling, tasting, and sharing a coffee with friends. It shares point of parity in its product design, community, as well as retail experience. And with an innovative approach to advertising, the company's sponsorships ventures over the past few years illustrate the extent to which Lavazza is not simply synonymous with coffee, but with style, elegance, and creativity. So the following is a competitive positioning map in terms of quality and sustainability with the three competitors that we identified. And then next up, this is our customers. So with customers being so crucial for the survival of more than 1 in 4 Australians and Australians spending $3 billion on their coffee every year, we see the need to create a quality yet sustainable coffee brand. Nearly 19% Australians consume at least 1 cup of coffee a day, and 23% of those choose to start the day with a wake-up commuter coffee to shake the post-sleep dreariness. When it comes to purchasing a coffee from a cafe, younger generations are more likely to do so than their older counterparts, with 61% being Gen Z, and 53% being Gen Y, 36% Gen X, and 33% baby boomers, and 26% builders. While younger Australians are also more aware of their consumptions, we aim to target our audience mainly revolved around the younger generations, and especially to those that are aware and conscious of the environmental issues and sustainability, but also to those who want easy access to coffee and cafes. So this is a small mental map of our coffee consumers.
Now we will get into talking about our brand's positioning. When relatively looking at the points of parity and the points of difference between eCoffee and competitors such as Nescafe, we can see that there are general similarities in the quality of the coffee consumed. Our customers feel they received value for the price they pay, and our product ranges fit the diverse criteria our competitors have to offer. In terms of the community, there's a certain care that local coffee producers have to share their offerings. This is a like-minded ideal that comes with the wholesomeness of starting your day with a cup of coffee. In terms of disparities, eCoffee definitely hold ourselves accountable for ensuring we are a sustainable brand, mindful of our production and consumption practices. Our demographic is a little bit more niche due to the importance we place on being an eco brand. More of this will be looked at in the attributes and features of our brand. The attributes and features that differ from our biggest competitor, Nescafe, is the biodegradable products that we offer. We are very conscious to ensure wastage is being properly carried out with little carbon footprint. I think we range in similar product offerings and the uplifted energy we receive from the caffeine. We also pride on being widely available and accessible for usage, so our customer base can really get the efficient experience of our coffee, and Nescafe is definitely similar to this. One major difference in feature is the audience we inhibit. More of the younger generation, Ys and Zs, have more of a foothold towards our brand purpose of eco-consciousness. Nescafe has more of an established consumer base that prefer a lounging experience of coffee with incorporating an older demographic. Nescafe also drinks that are more rich in composition, such like creamy, foamy, dark roasts, aside from their instant coffee range. They also have tea blends, whereas we are focusing more on just coffee with pods that can incorporate diversified flavors. We are both human-centered in the ways our coffee is beneficial, and social media is a tool that is used by both to prolong this engagement. eCoffee is a bit more niche with the sustainable influencers we use to further enhance our individual brand image, and definitely are more driven to be a sustainable brand. So we go on to our brand personality. So our brand personality captures 4 things we hope to express. Firstly, being mindful. We establish ourselves as being a very aware brand of both our consumption and production processes, as I have said. It's very important to understand that we place a huge importance of being aware of our surroundings and the way we carry out our business activity. Being youthful is also another thing that is part of our personality. We have younger demographic, and we have efficient coffee for faster paced people that the youth are described as, and essentially they are our future. The youth are our future, and we hope to place an importance in them of the eco-consciousness our brand inhibits. Being friendly is important as well. Both people, we are both people and planet oriented. Lessening our carbon footprint and looking after our coffee bean farmers so that they are not exploited with the use of fair trade to ensure good quality of life is a big part of our brand. We provide services of value to our consumers, and for planet orientation, we hope to be nurturing and the most least harmful as possible when carrying out our business activity, mindful of our surroundings and the nature that inhibits our coffee beans. We also are a sustainable brand. This carries on to having activity that is preserved and that protects our environment from being harmfully unprotected by practices that don't have this awareness and just wish to exploit to create higher profit margins. However, this does not have a long-lasting impact, and our brand has this positive impact. eCoffee has a positive impact that will likely allow them to be around a lot longer due to their greater purpose. Hopefully, we can have this impact on much larger global scale by expanding our operations to one day delegate to a much more diverse market that have a similar purpose as us. This brings us right into our brand purpose, which basically are three elements that we are holding very dear to the core of eCoffee's purpose. I will pass it on to Nare for the brand elements after I explain the elements that come together for our purpose. We have our product, which is our imported beans directly from source. We have certified co-ops and direct trade growers, much like the one that we are using, and that adhere to certified agricultural processes. We hope to educate and transform coffee bean drinkers into experienced brewers and evangelize correct brewing techniques and teaching what quality coffee is all about, not just about the taste, but about how it's sourced and where the coffee comes from in a mindful manner, and also the impact. So we will impact the industry by raising the bar on how coffee is cultivated, of course, and so we can pay attention to the standard of life for our farmers and support communities that really need the help. Now on to Nare. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Narali, and today I'm going to talk about eCoffee's brand elements. eCoffee's brand personality is friendly, useful, sustainable, and mindful, and its brand imagery is sincerity, so eCoffee's brand elements are basically simple and friendly. eCoffee is descriptive and easy to spell. Instead of a complex or fancy name, we tried to make the brand name clear and straightforward. It is an acronym of two words, eco and coffee. Because only easy words are used, it's familiar and catchy. It describes what kind of business eCoffee is doing and what we pursue. It enables people to imagine what eCoffee serves to consumers. So, eCoffee does have both implicit and explicit meanings. It implies we are doing sustainable business and encourage responsible consumption. And it directly says we provide coffee which is environmentally friendly. So this is the logo of eCoffees. There are two logos, one with a tagline and one without. The most thing we focused on is giving the impression of nature, earthy and friendly, so that instead of making it as colorful and splendid, we try to keep it as simple as possible. Additionally, we are targeting the young generation 18 to 25. We also considered creating a logo useful to appeal to the target market. This is a combination type using letter marks and pictorial together. The combination of an icon and text create a distinct image together. It is usually easier to trademark than a pictorial mark alone. Both the text and icon working together could reinforce the brand. This logo is meaningful and descriptive. A coffee bean illustration and a tree illustration obviously tell people what we provide to buyers. We use Poet 1 fonts, which is sleek, simple, and modern. It gives the feeling of comfort and clean, which is appropriate with eCoffee's brand image. We only use lowercase letters to give the impression of soft rather than the strong. One of the reasons we use this font is it is good with lowercase letters. As mentioned before, we did not use various colors. We only used two colors, green and brown. Green is one of the more restful colors as it doesn't force the eye to make any adjustments. Green mostly gives the sense of nature, freshness, and health. It could imply that eCoffee is eco-friendly and sustainable. Brown is soft and it's a connection to natural tones. People could feel warmth, earthiness, nature, and friendly from brown color. It matches with coffee color as well. The earth tones, brown and green, pair well together and could emphasize a sense of a connection to nature. Life, land, and coffee. A tagline indicates that what we are seeking and caring for. Life implies people who are working with e-coffee, and land stands for environment and earth, which means we provide tasty coffee with environmentally and socially friendly. This one sentence reflects what e-coffee is.
So thanks, Nico, for the excellent introduction on our brand elements. Now we're going to the part of second brand association. There are two strategies we used for our brand in this part, co-branding and influencer endorsement. For the co-branding strategy, our idea is to create a co-branding product with the brand Devondale. The main reason we choose to cooperate with the dairy industry giant is that Devondale trades in over 100 countries. It has over 2,500 suppliers, processing over 35% of Australia's milk supply. Its international business accounts for approximately 9% of the world's dairy trade, so the brand is highly recognized by the market, and the consumers already build trust and confidence in the brand. So let's go deeper into the specific detail of the co-branding product. So we are trying to make a co-branding coffee-flavored milk beverage. We want the brand name Devondale on the very top at the most conspicuous position. It will improve consumers' perception of the product, also build an advantage when it comes down to store shelf space. Underneath that, it will clearly label e-coffee provides the coffee beans used in the beverage, just next to our logo. So if consumers feel good with the taste of the coffee milk, they might want to know more about our brand's coffee. At the right top corner, I used the image of Wool's co-branding ice cream to provide the ideal image what our coffee milk should be looks like. The gain from having this coffee milk should be for both sides. For our brand, as mentioned before, it improves consumers' perception of our brand. Moreover, from the research conducted by the organization named Dairy Australia, Australian milk consumption remains high compared to other developed countries. This is possibly thanks to expansion of the coffee culture in Australia and the growth in flavored milk product. The research was conducted in year 2020. So it is perfect timing for us to use this strategy to improve our brand awareness and reduce the introduction cost. The main benefit for Devondale is that the company can use it as a trial of new product categories with relatively low risks. Devondale has strong performance in categories like milk, milk powder, and butter, but for its flavored milk product, it only has things like chocolate milk for children. It is a good chance for them to expand the market. We thought it is low risk for Devondale to have the co-branding product because even if the coffee milk fails, consider the excellent reputation Devondale has, and we labeled the source of coffee used in the product. The consumer will mainly blame us for the result. It will not seriously affect Devondale's position in the dairy industry. The second strategy we decide to use is the influencer endorsement. The influencer we choose to work with is Sedona Christina. She's an international living influencer focusing on vegan wellness and impacts zero waste living. She has over 200,000 followers on YouTube. In her YouTube channel, she recommends good recyclable product for daily life to her audience. The common mistakes companies make in terms of influencer endorsement are mismatch between the influencer and the brand. Also, influencer may distract attention from the brand. But in our case, the zero-cost living style Sedona is promoting perfectly matches our brand's core idea, environmentally friendly coffee. We are both acting actively to help the issue in the environment. Besides that, Sedona was born in 1994. Consider the language she used and the recyclable product she recommended in her video. Her audience group should be young people, which is also matched with our targeted consumer group. Use Sedona as our spokesperson will increase our brand awareness among young people, especially those who care for the environment. Now we will have Nico to go through the video we made for our brand.
We are e-coffee. a wholesome distributor of sustainable, eco-friendly coffee pods that provides our customers with mindful consumption. 1 billion pods go to landfill every year, and with pod sales increasing year on year. Some people describe coffee pods as a terrible mistake. Also, there are lots of issues about the unfair trade of coffee beans, which is an unequal social and environmental exchange. Lots of coffee farmers don't treat workers fairly in third world countries such as Colombia and Jamaica. There are no workers' rights and the protection of children. Therefore, eCoffee is established. We provide biodegradable coffee pods which are eco-friendly. Additionally, we are only using fair trading coffee beans so that we guarantee workers' rights and the protection of children. We serve environmentally and socially sustainable coffee pods with great taste. Our brand is hoping to target consumers everywhere. However, it definitely seems to capture younger Gen Z audiences that have more of an environmental consciousness. We have partnered with sustainable social influencers such as Sadina Christina, a young creator, to further align our brand purpose with like-minded individuals. This has helped us to relay our essential awareness and understanding of eCoffee's greater purpose. We pride on being visionary and want to bring forward brands of ethical understanding. Thank you.